Have you ever found out that someone was talking about you behind your back, and suddenly everything feels different? The way you see them, the way you trust people, the way you think about yourself. Because betrayal feels different when it comes from silence, not from honesty, but from words spoken in secret, words you were never meant to hear. And the hardest part is not always what they said, it's realizing they smiled in front of you while speaking differently when you were gone. Because trust breaks quietly. Now think about this. Why does gossip affect people so much? Because humans need acceptance. We want respect. We want to believe. People see us fairly. But when someone talks behind your back, you start wondering, what did they say? Who believes them? What do people think now? And suddenly, your mind creates fear, self-doubt, and overthinking. Now understand this. People who talk behind your back rarely do it because of your weakness. They do it because of their insecurity. Because speaking directly requires courage, and gossip requires none. It is easier to speak in private than to speak honestly, face to face. Now think about this. Confident people do not waste time destroying others. They focus on building themselves. Because secure people do not gain value from someone else's downfall. But insecure people need comparison. They need attention. And sometimes talking about others makes them feel important. Now here's the mistake most people make when they discover someone talked behind their back. They react emotionally. They become angry. They explain too much. They chase answers. But emotional reactions usually create more damage because anger takes away clarity. Now understand this clearly. Not every opinion deserves your reaction, and not every rumor deserves your energy. Because when someone talks behind your back, they are already speaking from a place. You should not live in a place of negativity, comparison, and resentment. Now think about this. People who gossip often expect reactions. They expect drama. They expect conflict. But when you remain calm, you remove that reward. And when there is no reward, the behavior loses power. Now here's something important. Do not let gossip change how you see yourself. Because the real danger is not what people say. The real danger is when you begin believing it, when you start doubting yourself, when you start shrinking to avoid judgment. And that is where gossip becomes harmful. Now understand this. You cannot control what people say. You cannot control what people assume, but you can control how deeply their opinions affect you. Because confidence is not about making everyone like you. It is about being okay when not everyone does. Now here's another truth. When people talk behind your back, it often reveals more about their character than yours. Because character shows itself in how people speak when you are absent. Anyone can be kind to your face, but true character appears when you are not there. Now think about this. If someone truly had a problem, they could speak directly. They could be honest. They could communicate openly. But gossip avoids honesty because indirect words feel safer than direct truth. And that tells you something about them, not about you. Now understand this. Not every rumor needs an explanation. Sometimes The strongest response is silence. Not silence from fear, but silence from control. Because truth does not need to defend itself. Now here's the final truth. People will talk, no matter what you do. If you succeed, people talk. If you fail, people talk. If you stay quiet, people talk. Because opinions will always exist. But your peace does not have to depend on those opinions. At the end of the day, you cannot stop what people say, but you can stop giving it power. You can choose to protect your energy. You can choose to stop proving yourself to people who never wanted to understand you, because your value does not decrease because someone failed to see it. And once you understand that, you stop fearing gossip, you stop chasing approval, and you start protecting your peace.